All right, Mustang families, we are super excited to be having our open house on Thursday, August 28th, and that is from 5:30 to 7 p.m. in the evening. Doors A, that's the doors kind of in the front of our building, and door E, those are the doors in the back of our building, will both be open. Parking will be in the front of the building on the north side of our building and also on the west side of our building, so plenty of parking for everybody. And then you guys will come in. At the middle school, we don't do a bell schedule for open house, so you can just have your student schedule and walk from teacher to teacher, kind of check them off when you see that teacher and then move on to the next one. If you don't have the bell schedule or you don't know your student schedule at the time, you can just come to the main office and we will print one for you and you'll be able to kind of walk around with that. You'll be able to see where your student's locker is if you want to try out the locker, if you want to kind of show them that you can do it. You could also time yourself if you're curious how long it takes from gym class to science, and kind of show your student when you get home, like, yeah, this only took me 2.5 minutes. Why is it taking you 5? But open house is designed for you to come here and meet the teachers, to put a face to the name. For the teachers, it is a way for us to kind of talk a little bit about what we're doing for the semester, or just introduce ourselves. Each teacher will give you something to take home, whether that is a syllabus or some sort of outline or something that you can scan and get some information about the classroom. But they also have a slide deck that each of them has made. So when you travel from class to class, the idea is that you go there, you introduce yourself, you have the syllabus, you sit down for a moment or you stand and watch the slide deck, kind of get a feel for what the classroom is and what the teacher is doing, and then move on. This night is really not for kind of longer form questions for the teachers. It's really not the place to ask them, like, hey, my son turned something in yesterday, why isn't it in the grade book today? It's really, again, for those pleasantries and to just kind of get to know one another and build those relationships that we all know are super vital to our kids' success. So with that said, the night, again, meet your teachers, get a syllabus, get to know them, walk the building, but also during the night in the arena, we will have Miss Gatley, one of our staff members here, that will be there. She's our instructional coach here in the building, and she can answer any questions that have to do with Conmigo, Canvas, or any Power Parent, Power School type questions. So she'll be in there from 5:30 to 7. And if you maybe you haven't signed up or don't exactly know what those things are, please go in there and visit her. And trust me, as a parent, I want to know everything that's happening with my students. And sometimes some of these apps and some of these things can be a little bit, confusing. So if you are at all confused or have not signed up for those things, please go into the arena at any point during that hour and a half. We'll also have a table where you can sign up for PTO. We'll also have our iHeart Wilbur Wright t-shirts along with our Pura Vida Mustang bracelets that will be for sale, and we'll have cash option and a card option if you are interested in purchasing one of those. Again, this evening it's fun, it's a blast, it's a ton of energy in the building. We have a lot of people that come to this. So just a word of kind of, understanding is that if you are talking to a teacher for a while, please be mindful that there's other people waiting. There's other people that are waiting to meet the teacher. So please be mindful. If it's a longer conversation, talk to the teacher about, hey, maybe we can, exchange emails and maybe make an appointment for later, or maybe we can talk at a different time. But it's really not designed for, longer form discussions during this open house. It should be quick. It should be, again, positive. We just started school, so any of those worries that you might have, it's okay to ask the teacher, like, how are they doing in class? They're new to Wilbur Wright, or they're new to the school town of Munster. Are they getting along with people? Those are all normal questions. But as far as kind of those longer form questions and discussions, you might have to make an appointment at a different time. So with that said, I hope that we see a ton of you guys on Thursday night. If you guys have any questions or aren't sure exactly how this works, again, you can park in the front of our building. You can park on the west side. You can park on the north side of the building. Plenty of parking. Enter through door A, through door E. come to the building with your schedule. If you don't, you come to the office. We've kind of thought out all these different things. One last thing, our web leaders, our 8th grade web leaders will be in the hallways to kind of show you around, so you can't get lost. They're going to be all over the place, and they're going to be wearing their web shirts, and also their middle school kids, so you can kind of differentiate them from the rest of the adults in the building. But we are excited to host this, and hopefully we'll see a ton of you. And yes, I have used my hands a lot in this discussion. That's all right. I'm trying to be like Mr. Torres. All right. Go Mustangs, and we'll see you all on Thursday. Take care.